I'm Myra. I'd like to talk today about the fear of fat. Many people walk through their daily lives being afraid of getting fat. And I think there's some confusion about what really causes that. Some years ago, it became popular in the media to say that the use of oils caused us to get fat. And I'd like to suggest to you that that's incorrect, that we need fat in our diet. We don't need excessive amounts of fat, and we need good high-quality fats, such as in oil or ghee that's made from organic high-quality butter. So those things aren't what make us fat, unless they're in huge excess. But what really does make us fat is overeating. In other words, an excess of food, and particularly in any one sitting. Sometimes we like to think about, oh, well, in the past week I haven't eaten that much because I skipped 4 meals. But then when I sat down to eat a meal, I ate enough for 3 meals. That will cause you to get fat because the body isn't really able to digest the food. And it's the undigested food matter that accumulates. And we're not able to digest it, and then it becomes the thing that we call fat, which is when the body starts to puff up. So with a high-quality oil, the body is able to create the layers of fat in the body that actually are protecting our organs. It's something that we all need. In Sanskrit, it's called vasa, and it's a very fine fat. And we need that, and without that, our bones hurt and our organs hurt. It's not comfortable to even move around in the body. And we get very stiff also. So having enough lubrication in your diet is extremely important in terms of longevity and disease prevention. So fat then comes from overeating primarily, and it comes from eating very poor quality food that the body doesn't digest normally. So food that's been refined, food that's been barbecued or deep fried, food that's left over, it loses all its prana, its life force. And when it doesn't have that to offer us, then it's very similar to eating cardboard. And the body really can't digest it and use it, and so there will be accumulation as a result of that. And that's how we get puffy, and that's how we get fat. So we have to look at our beliefs and start to see what beliefs we're really operating from. So take a look and see if you have this fear of oil, because oil cooked well, not overcooked, with food will not make you fat. It will have you have lubrication and flexibility. It contributes to what's called in Ayurveda the kapha dosha, which gives us our lubrication, our juiciness, and it also helps us to feel grounded and stable and loving. And it helps to keep the vata dosha calm, which will then have us be able to be creative and actually be productive with our creativity. So the fear of fat, then, do a little exploring. See maybe what your beliefs are about it. Sometimes people think, oh, it's the fat that makes me fat, and I can have as much sugar as I want. And if you look at how the body digests, particularly refined sugar, then this also adds to the accumulation that will have us get fat. The natural sugars in small to moderate amounts are not going to cause a problem like that at all. But there is a big difference between what the body can do with refined sugar versus natural sugars. So again, sugar in a very small amount from a natural source is no problem at all. So think about these things and see how you're conducting your life because it's really important to have a peaceful relationship with food. Its purpose is to nourish us, and we really don't need to have strong aversions to it. And we don't really need to have strong addictions to it as well. We'd like to really find a balanced place with it. Consider the possibility that it can be a way of interacting with nature. And when we interact with nature, it helps us to get more connected to ourselves, which has us feel better in everything that we do.